Yo, what's up, Beastcoast FGC? It's Magi, and today I wanted to talk about exactly what went into the grand final set between Mango and Cody, to where basically how did Mango even win the tournament in the first place. The matchup is very almost defensive for Falco. It's not even necessary that he has to camp Fox, but it's more so that he has to be very careful. Fox has a lot of easy ways to kind of like snatch an opening, specifically with Fox's full hop. That's probably like the most common topic that people refer to in this matchup. Fox's full hop is really difficult for Falco to deal with if he ever challenges it directly. If Falco ever tries to attack at the timing that Fox does a full hop, he is usually immediately in danger, or in the very least he's going to have a very difficult time getting an opening off of it, because he has to be exactly right about the drift, about the timing of when the full hop happened, about the timing of a fast fall if it happens. It's a very difficult thing, and Mango played around it super duper extra well. And so the whole time, like, Mango wasn't really giving Cody like a lot of free openings. Mango, when he got his openings, converted into the combo very well and then got a lot off of it, whereas with Cody, he got his openings, didn't quite always convert it into a combo, and then even when he did, a lot of the time he didn't actually close the stock, which sometimes just boils down to guessing wrong. But you know, and that's also kind of how the matchup should go hypothetically, is that because Fox has to tech chase so much off of his shine, if Fox doesn't do that very well, then he's going to be working really hard to get an opening, especially with the way that Mango was playing. He made Cody work really hard for the opening, and then once he finally got it, he couldn't actually close it. So, all that being said, let's go into some more specific examples that I have prepared. One thing, I guess, in regards to how well Mango was like actually getting a lot off of his openings, I want to talk about specifically how he did well against common high-level defense options in the current melee meta. Basically, I really like this combo that he does, but right here, if you notice, he went onto the right side of Cody, very specifically right here, because what often happens in this spot is that Fox holds towards the center of the stage, so that when he gets hit by the down air, he'll land on the platform, slide off of it, and then he gets like a situation to play after. And so what Mango does immediately is that he hits on the right side of Cody, so that he actually just can't do that. You can even see Cody's SDI, like when he gets hit by the down air, he's going towards the center of the stage, right? Because that's the direction that he's holding. And because of this cross-up, Mango actually was able to continue the combo. Granted, he actually didn't get anything off of this, but I just wanted to give it as an example of like how well Mango was playing around the defense. And also, Falco has a lot more options to play around, like the defensive options. Whereas with Fox actually doesn't have this privilege a lot of the time. Like, he can't really like mix up the DI. He can't really like hard read a slide off. He kind of just has to deal with it. Just to give an example of like Mango like very clearly playing well against the defensive options. How difficult it is for Fox to get a clean opening in the matchup. So right here we have, he gets a shine, he gets pressure into a shine, and then nothing happens, right? Like, he got so many openings. Like, let's see, he gets pressure into the tech chase, into more pressure, into another tech chase, drops it this time, and he gets to roll out, and now he's cornered, and he just has to kind of deal with that constantly. And here's another great example also of how well Mango is playing around Cody's options, right? So here is a situation where Fox has an attempt at a free opening, right? So Mango lands auto cancel back air. He doesn't have enough time to convert off of it because Fox is at 0%, doesn't knock down. He goes for laser because he has enough time to do it, at least that. Gets power shielded and doesn't like try to fight out of the situation. He just knows that Fox has the advantage here, so he just needs to hold shield. He doesn't have to worry about it. And then he actually does something really sick. He didn't convert off of it, unfortunately. But in this spot, because he's at such a low percent, he knows that wave dash forward is actually safe against Fox Nair. And if he actually trusted himself, he could have gotten this shine, but he did jump cancel shine instead. But again, just another example of how well Mango was playing defensively, that like he was in the spot, he got power shielded, managed to avoid the full hop, then picked an option that was safe against Fox's, like, or he like basically a hard read on Fox's option, and was like going to be safe against a lot of other things. Like, even if Fox full hop instead of doing the nair, he was going to be safe after the wave dash. So he just did a really sick play here, which, you know, And of course, Fox ended up after, because he didn't get the crouch cancel shine, Fox got to do like a lot of weird shit. But just another example of how well Mango was playing here. Here again, Fox is working really, really, really hard to get this opening. So he has pressure here, or actually it starts off with here, right? So Mango does shield pressure. Cody hard reads like what he's doing, gets the shine out of shield. Mango actually does a really sick job immediately, right? Fox gets a full hop here, or he's landing. It looks like, and this is like the thing about Falco. It looks like he can kind of just do something to get the opening, but it's actually really obnoxious for Falco to get the thing here. Like if he tries to grab, like he might be too slow and he gets shined, or like, you know, he gets up tilted or something like that. I have another example of like how well Mango plays around Fox's landing from full hop. But even right here, like, this wasn't even the example I was going to bring up. But, like, he gets shine out of shield. He still safely plays around that specific shine. And then he actually does lose to the full hop. This is probably a good example of what happens when Falco actually gets hit by the free opening. Or like, Cody was just kind of like, I'm just going to do, like, wake up shine right here. Like, or I missed the nair. I'm just going to mash shine and full hop out of it. It's, like, really safe against a lot of things. And then he gets drill. And then this is the problem with Fox, is that he has to do a lot of drill into shine, and it's not quite like a true link. Like it does work sometimes, but because of how awkward drill tends to be, like in the situations they come up in, like him being right here, like he like has to meet Falco in the air with the drill, so like it's gonna be kind of unclear whether or not he's gonna actually get to true combo the shine, but he still goes for it no matter what anyway. But this is often what happens, is even when you land the drill, it gets shielded, so he has to fight again for more pressure. He ends up winning the next scenario, lands a drill, this time it's on the ground, so he actually gets to do the shine, and then Mango slides it off anyway. And so like it is, a lot of this is kind of what ends up stacking up in over the course of the entire set. Whereas Mango, like fucking, or he actually does get a hard read here. I think he gets a kill off of this, right? No, he doesn't even do that. But this actually leads into my next example, funnily enough. And this is, again, to try to describe how well Mango was playing in spots where it's very easy for Falco to like give up a free opening. He lands shield drop back air here, and it gets slid off. This is kind of in reference to what I was talking about earlier with that downer that he did to cross up. This is what generally happens whenever they do actually slide off the aerial. They slide off, and then you end up in this position. And if you were to like play it in full speed, I think it's very instinctual to be like, okay, yeah, Falco has the advantage here, but because he got the hit. But actually, because of how the matchup works, whenever both characters are an equal frame advantage, it's actually really important for Falco to not do like an option that's like, Falco really needs to be set up in the matchup in order to actually like do an aggressive thing. And every other part of the matchup, whenever that's not the case, like you're both in equal frame advantage or Falco's in frame disadvantage, Falco needs to play defensively, because Fox is actually just too fast. He'll nair you for trying to go for laser. He'll like be able to chase you if like you're gonna run away. And if you try to go in, he'll beat you to getting in. Like he's just faster than you, and you have to always keep that in mind. Like you can't chase Fox. If Fox wants to run away from you, he will run away. So like if you're in this position and you try to down air Fox, he's probably just going to be able to literally just dash dance in place and be fine, you know, and like to actually get outside the range of your shit. And if you down air in place, this is what happens. Cody picks full hop, right? So if Mango tried to do like a defensive down air in place at that distance, he was actually going to lose to that too. Fox just has a surprising large amount of advantage. It's almost like the same thing as if he power shielded a laser. Like not quite, that's like Fox gets a lot more advantage when he power shields a laser, but basically Fox has a lot of advantage whenever the position looks something like this, especially because Falco doesn't get to act until like right here. So like by the time that like Falco gets to act, Cody's already started his jump. All of this is just to say, I'm very impressed that Mango held shield. Holding shield after this slide off is so important in this matchup, to always, when you have like your little openings with Falco, to not just like give Fox a free opening, because Fox in that situation would love to just have Falco like think that he has a turn, And to think that he can pick like a normal, like, you know, he can set up with laser, he can set up with like a short hop in place. Mango just knows that in this situation, it's actually way better to just hold shield, because like the only thing that shield loses to in this spot is like him like running across the stage and grabbing, which Cody shouldn't be doing in this spot. I just love this clip as a perfect example of how well Mango was playing defensively in this matchup, even when it looked like he wasn't supposed to play defensively. So sick. Oh, here is the examples of Mango playing around full hop options after the full hop very, very well. You got right here. This is a perfect example. Here's full hop. Mango doesn't try to challenge it. Like, you can, like I said earlier, if you want to, you can try to hard read Fox's option out of the air right here. Like, once he's in this position, one of the easiest ways to visualize Fox's full hop is to imagine a bell curve where he can full hop drift here. He can go straight down or he can go backwards. And on top of that, he can also choose to drift or to fast fall or not fast fall. You actually have to be very, very, very careful whenever you're challenging this, which is why a lot of the time, the right thing to do, especially when you're both at low percent, like if he's at high percent, then you have more of an incentive to try to go for like a nair that'll hit him out of the air and hit him off stage. And if you're at low percent, like you won't get that like big of like a punishment for it. But when you're both at low percent, Falco doesn't really need to take all that much of a risk in that situation. So instead, Mango just does dash dances. He's looking for Falco or for Fox to do like a shine or an up tilt after he lands and get an opening off of it. And when he doesn't get it, he does a great job of completely disengaging that situation. Full hop happens, dash dance, realizes that up tilt doesn't happen or shine, abandons. And then immediately afterwards, right here, Fox lands from his full hop. Mango still doesn't want to, like, there's so much of a threat. Like, he can go to the side platform, he can go over here. He has so many options here. And then Mango just does exactly what he did before, waits for the shines, and then punishes it. And gets a big, big, big opening. And almost, like, kills off of it. And I think... Yep, and then even when Cody, like, had a chance to reversal, he couldn't actually close it out. Because he, like, dropped a lot of his shit. And if you go back, I should have took more clips of this, but there are just so many times. Even actually a good example of it was the FD game in the first set. Cody had like such a hard time actually like converting into the kill like constantly, and he's talked about like on Twitter and stuff that he is just like not very practiced in tech chasing Falco right now, and like he's like gonna hard grind it because like his punish was just so like shaky. Whereas like Mango on that FD game, which I guess I could go pull up an example real quick just because I think it's important. Oh, this is the example I want to thank God. So he gets a reversal here, gets like the shine out of shield, gets a tech chase, and then tries to do some crazy shit, and then he doesn't convert. He gets the drill, it doesn't convert. And that's kind of just the narrative of the entire set, basically. That is all I really have to say for how Mango won Smash Summon 14. If you enjoyed the content, or if you have any comments, or if you had any questions, please feel free to leave them down below. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time with the next Beastcoast FGC video.